So I'm quite an advocate for positive mental health, and when I was writing all this music, it was all about trying to put a spin on maybe bad mental health and making a positive outlet in music. I started this project kind of during lockdown time, so it was kind of like a coping mechanism, so that's kind of another reason where the name came from. So it was like my best mechanism for, you know, when you don't have everything that you usually would have, was music and writing things. So everything was very much, you know, DIY, do it yourself, and, you know, if you've got anything to say, put it in the lyrics. If you've got anything to say that you can't put in the lyrics, put it in the music. I'm a happy, sad person. I love listening to like really sad music that makes you sad, and you know, you shouldn't listen to music that makes you sad, but that's weirdly a positive experience. You know, like, oh, this is making me really sad, but you're happy about music making you feel something. And you know, that's something I would love to be able to do for someone else. You write something that's maybe perhaps, you know, really upbeat riff-wise or melody-wise, but it might make them feel something, maybe not quite a positive emotion. My new record is self-titled, Gloom is OK, comes out on July the 14th, and it's a collection of 5 songs that I've written over the kind of course of the lockdown times, and I'm really super excited / nervous to get it out for everyone to listen to. Four of the songs are very much about, you know, battling with yourself in some way or other. One of the songs is a love song. So my 2 singles that are out just now, Butcher and Gravity. Butcher's all about kind of creating this kind of self-cycle where you're not happy and you continue to make yourself unhappy, but you don't break that cycle. And Gravity I wrote about my love-hate relationship with music, because I would sit in front of a computer screen and just sit and I get really hard on myself and really, you know, I'm you know, give yourself such grief when you're writing music, going, I'm terrible at this, why am I doing this? But then when you actually get that click, you're like, oh, wait, actually, this is why I do it. It's worth that feeling. So I have Jasmine Day from Modern Sonder singing on my new single, which will come out on the day of the record, Pine. I've known Jasmine for 10 plus years. I'm from Aberdeen originally, that's where she's from, she's kind of up north. And we've kind of weaved in musically in and out, and then when I moved to Glasgow, we've kind of just been really good friends. I've played guitar in some of her projects and played a gig with her and things like that. And when I was writing this new single, I was very much like, this is not my voice that's going to be on it. I recorded the demos and things like that, but I was like, this needs her. I just knew it, and she came over, brought her dog, and we just kind of jammed it out, and it just came together so well. My songwriting process looks like me sitting in a corner with headphones on, with a piano usually. Piano's like the first instrument I'll write things on, because in previous bands and projects that I've written with guitar, it was very guitar music. It was very musicians' music. I've come from like a progressive rock, progressive metal background, so I needed to approach this stuff differently. So piano was the first place where I wanted to sit and try and write differently, because I'm not as confident on piano as I would be on guitar. It's a lot of back and forth. A lot of the time, I've got lots of songs that have sat there for years and they're just sitting maturing like a fine wine, hopefully, or they're maybe rotten like milk. I don't know yet until I open those sessions up again. But the main thing I think is just to kind of take your time with it and don't force it out, which I was really bad for doing, just trying to get a song finished, and then later on you listen to it and go, I'm not going to listen to that again. Whereas these songs came quite naturally, and I didn't force them out at all. So. Everything was written in my house, mainly during the pandemic era. I never really considered releasing them. They were for me, but I decided not to be selfish this time and actually put it out there for once. maintaining those relationships in bands, I think, is quite a hard one. You know, you see a lot of bands who are doing really well, and then one leaves, or for whatever reason, you know, everyone's got their life and they want to live it. I think it's quite challenging when you're working with other musicians to find that same drive and things like that. I'm quite introverted, where it's all this stuff, this is my project, and it's me in my living room writing it, but I surround myself with the most talented musicians to bring it to life. You know, my drummer Mark Norris is just one of the most talented drummers I know in the world, and to have him on this record's been amazing. I think it's about seeing that picture, the big picture, and not trying to battle between the lines. So I'm yet to play live. The only reason because, as I said, I surround myself with really talented musicians, so they are very much well sought after, and getting time to get together and get the live set together. So the plan this summer is to try and get these rehearsals in, get the live set ready, and hopefully I'll be coming to a stage near you. I try not to stick to a genre. I'm really not one for going, oh, I'm this genre. I do get put in that prog category quite a lot, but this stuff's been a little bit more, I'd say, accessible, a bit more melodic, a bit more. I'm influenced a lot by different genres. I love a lot of pop music as well. So it's kind of hard to see how it will evolve, but I can see it evolving in a way that I don't know yet. And I'll only know by writing it and by doing it. I'll listen to it like something and I'll go, oh my God, I'm gonna try to write something, you know, in that little corner. I do like a really heavy riff though, so I don't think they'll go away. There'll be a few songs that don't have them. I do like to shred a little bit on the guitar occasionally, so, but you know, those will always be somewhat in my music, I think, but at the end of the day, I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I know it will continue to evolve in one way or other. I just don't know what path that is yet. The cliche answer would be Radiohead's OK Computer. That would be the cliche answer, because it's like the album that started it all for me. It was like, you know, when I was 10, my mom gave me that guitar chord book and a guitar and went, go for it. And I'm, you know, here many years later still doing it. I'm a big fan of In Absentia by Porcupine Tree. I literally saw them 2 days ago in Manchester. Phenomenal. That's an album I could listen to without getting bored of whatsoever. I don't know which one to choose. I think I would go for In Absentia. Oh, no. I would go for Sound Awake by Carnival, without a doubt. That album has riffs, it has a journey, it has lyrics, it has everything from start to finish that I would need in an album. It has everything I would need. I think that's why, and you know, weird sound signatures, I can sit and count and keep myself busy while I'm starving to death. I would selfishly recommend Modern Sunder, because she's singing on my brand new single Pine, out July 14th. And Glasgow, there's a lot of Glasgow bands, Scottish bands. Big fan of Vasa, instrumental, brilliant guys. Megalomatic, great guys as well. Atlas Empire, those guys are top notch. I would try and get the Aliens into progressive rock music so they'd kind of believe we're a bit more ahead of times than we are. You know, I wouldn't let them listen to too much else. First of all, I want it remembered, but I think I want my music to make people feel something. And hopefully a positive emotion, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe one day nostalgia. They'll go, oh, I remember this song, oh, I love that song. Hopefully one day be that hidden gem band or that hidden gem song. Like they'll be listening to their Spotify, you know, playlists or something, and they'll, you know, Butcher will come on, they go, what's this? And they go and check it out, and then they find my catalogue and go, all right, I found my new favorite band. I would love to be that kind of, that musician there, that little one that you find that's not always in your face, you know. Many people might know the band name, that might know Gloom is okay, but I want them to find me by accident. Hi, this is Gloom is okay, and this is a clip from my upcoming single, Pine. 'Cause we saw a stable Hi, this is Gloom.
Repetition.